guys, here we are, Stoomboy, the Combat Companion. So, going to be talking about Unity Fighting Championships. So, Unity Fighting Championships is coming up on the 16th of November. So, that's Saturday, 16th of November. It's going to be at the Dolphin Centre in Darlington. Now, anybody looking for tickets, obviously make sure you hit up your chosen fighter first of all, because obviously they may have some tickets available, or go directly through Unity Fighting Championships and you will get tickets directly through there. There will be pay-per-view on this as well. The pay-per-view is done through Live MMA, so only click the pay-per-view off of the reputable places. So that's through Unity Fighting Championships directly themselves, whether that be on Instagram or Facebook, or the fighters as well. The fighters post up their own links for the pay-per-view. So make sure you do go through reputable places. Don't be caught out by these absolute dickheads that put up posts all the time saying that they've got links and stuff like that, because they are fake. Only get it from someone you know. All right. So we're going to be talking about obviously one of the fights that's coming up then. So obviously Dylan Muir of FuDog Martial Arts. So Dylan's going to be up against Sayem Hoque. I hope I say that right. Sayem Hoque. So it's going to be for the super lightweight title. So Dylan's 2-0 on Unity so far. It's had two very, very good performances. And it's only fitting he's going to be fighting for a title. I'd say 2-0. So hopefully looking to go 3-0 on 16th and come back with that super lightweight title back to FuDog Martial Arts. So awesome fighter as well, Dylan. Dylan's absolutely awesome. He's really, really good to watch. So good in all aspects as well, not just standing, but I mean, he goes to the ground, he's comfortable there. I mean, FuDog, fucking, it speaks for themselves, man. They're awesome, awesome team. So Dylan, listen, absolute pleasure, brother. Thanks for taking the time to speak to me.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Tell us about you then. So obviously, training-wise, obviously training out of FuDog. I'd say awesome team. I mean, you guys have everything covered, whether it be standing, the ground game, obviously Big John doing the judo and stuff like that. Well, not just John, but obviously a lot of judo getting done at the club as well, wrestling. So do you guys cover everything at FuDog?
Yeah, so well, obviously Ian's the head coach, so he does like all the MMA aspect of things. Then they've got John doing the jiu-jitsu stuff, and then his dad, Jimmy, he's doing like he's head coach of the judo, so doing a bit of everything there. So
yeah. So it's an awesome team. I've been up before. Obviously, spent some time up there, and it's really, really nice gym as well. Really, really, really small gym, but it's, I mean, very, very nice gym. Very good setup that you guys have there. So, and plus a lot of experience. I mean, you mentioned a few of the names there, so there's a lot of experience in this game, whatever aspect you want to go down.
yeah, definitely. Well, obviously Ian training at higher level, you kind of know that your coaching's going to be good, so you can trust in that.
Yeah. Ian's one of the OGs. I know he hates me calling him that, but definitely one of the OGs of the MMA scene in Scotland. So, do you know what I mean? He's been at some amazing heights himself. Do you know what I mean? And now he's obviously done a lot of coaching and taking you guys to them heights as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. What about you as well? Obviously, you mentioned you were out in Thailand as well. So that must have been an experience. A lot different from, obviously, sunny Fife. A lot different.
Yeah, it was really good. Like it's sunny there, but it rains a lot. So like it could
Yeah.
be sunny for 3 days, and then the next 3 days it's like pissing with rain. So, but yeah, it was probably better when it rained because then it was easier to train because like obviously it's hot, so you're
Yeah.
not really used to training in the heat. So
Uh,
when it was raining, it was like more humid. But I was out there for almost 5 weeks, 4 weeks and 5 days. So
yeah.
it's good.
Seems to be popular at the moment with obviously you young guys heading over there. So, as we mentioned a couple off here, we talked about Yusuf Kart, Jack Foot, and so on going over there. Thomas Hepburn's over there at the moment, obviously doing some kind of Muay Thai fights and so on. So it seems like a popular destination for you young fighters to go through.
Yeah, definitely. Like the gyms out there are really good. I was at Bang Tao, so
Yeah.
yeah, it was world class coaching, like just in every aspect, like for boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, Muay Thai. So it was
Yeah.
really good just to kind of develop every aspect of my game.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what new skills you're going to bring on November the 16th.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I definitely feel improved a lot because I was just there purely focusing on MMA, whereas back home I'm having to work and stuff. So it's not like you get to kind of put your all into it. Whereas I was there just training all the time, so it was good.
Yeah. What is it you do for what? What do you do outside of the gym?
I just work part time in a bar, and
Yeah.
I'm at college as well, so kind
Yeah.
of doing all three, but it's good.
What are you studying at college?
HND in health, fitness, and exercise. So,
Nice, nice. So you'll
yeah,
be the man to come to for any kind of health and fitness aspects of the game.
yeah, yeah. That's
Definitely.
me.
We'll look out for that. We'll look out for that in Instagram post. So,
Yeah.
what about you then? So, obviously, Unity, as a 2-0 in Unity at the moment, had some two great performances so far. So, and then obviously stepping in against Sayem Hoque for the Super Lightweight title. So, how did you find out the title? You were going to be fighting for the title on November the 16th.
Well, I originally put my name down to fight at lightweight, but my weight was pretty high, and I was no way making lightweight just healthily. And I did get offered someday at lightweight, but I ended up saying to Ian, I was like, I'm going to need to do a catch weight or something. But then I seen a super lightweight title fight got posted, so I messaged Ian straight away. I was like, tell him I'm interested in that. So there was nobody for it. It was just kind of collecting names, and then once I'd said no to the guy at lightweight, he said offered me Sayem Hoque. So obviously I jumped on that because it's quite a big opportunity.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Do you know much about your opponent at all? I mean, have you seen him? Because I know that he's been on Unity before as well. So,
yeah, well, before I'd even got matched with him, I'd watched like most of his fights because he's fought my teammate and good friend Michael White. So
yeah,
and
yeah,
he'll be fighting on the card as well. So obviously I watched that, so I kind of knew like what he was about and stuff. So,
yeah,
but yeah, I've watched him, so I know what he's about, what he's good at, kind of what to watch for. So
yeah.
I'm
That's the thing. I mean,
prepared.
you're never going to worry about your opponent too much. You're going to be concentrating on your own stuff and just kind of implement your own game.
Pretty much, yeah. I tend not to just like look into them too much because then you can kind of get into your own head. But just focusing on me. Obviously, I've studied him, so I know like where he's good and what to watch out for. But and that's about it. Like I'm just focused on myself. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like I'm
Tell
not
us as
really
well.
interested in him. So like people send me like, oh, he's got a TikTok or something. Like I don't care. Like don't even send me it. I'm just interested in what I'm doing, and that's that.
No, definitely, definitely. Tell us as well. I mean, obviously, because again, you're early in your MMA career. I mean, what's the feeling like that walkout when you walk out to the cage? Because obviously, I did it and it was absolutely brilliant. I know everybody says the same. Do you know what I mean? There may be an element of nerves, but as soon as you get to the cage, it's like the nerves are pretty much gone and you're just focused. So, what was
Yeah,
it
well,
like, especially the first time you walked out to the cage?
the first couple of times, like I think the second time I went, it was like the worst because I had a novice fight as well before my amateurs. So, but it's different every time. But the last time I went out, I felt really good. Like
Yeah,
obviously the nerves come and go all day, but cause we went into the cage to kind of just like get a feel for it beforehand. So it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours before the fight. So as
yeah,
soon as that happened, I just felt great. Like in the changing room, I felt really good. Like just calm, wasn't nervous at all. Whereas like fights before, I'd kind of like maybe like my nerves get a bit the better of me. So last
yeah,
time I was just really composed. Like I felt great going to the cage, walking down, just warming up. Just like I
yeah,
wasn't feeling bad at all, which is kind of where I needed to be. So
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
the walkout's always really good. So it's a
Aye,
good
aye.
experience.
You're going to want to come back and fight in Scotland sometime. So I know that there's quite a few Scottish shows coming up. So could possibly see
Yeah,
you back in
nah,
Scotland.
all my friends say that to me. Like, cause we've got like we do sell like a decent amount of tickets considering it's like northeast of England. But
Yeah,
I am interested in fighting Scotland. But it was just the timing of the show. Like I was wanting to fight up here, but just kind of November 16th suited me best, and
yeah,
been to Unit before and know it's a good show. But definitely, like I definitely want to fight in Scotland. It's going to happen. So
yeah,
hopefully
yeah.
next year.
I'd say there's a lot of shows coming in Scotland. Obviously, you've got things like BMF coming to Scotland. They're going to come back. I know they're coming up on December, but again, they're going to be back next year. I know they talked about a couple of shows next year. Goliath's always kicking about. I know FuDog always support Goliath and so on. So there's quite a few shows in Scotland. So hopefully, come back the champ on November the 16th, and then we can get a homecoming for you. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm interested in fighting on Case This and BMF. Definitely, like I've heard they're both really good shows, so I do want to
Yeah,
jump on them. But obviously, if I win the belt, well, when I win the belt, I'm gonna probably be asked to defend it. But
yeah.
not. I don't know if I'll need to do that straight away, but it's another 5 round fight, to be honest. And getting a 5 round fight in my fourth amateur fight is, it's really good. So
Yeah,
if I can get another one straight after, then why not? Because
yeah,
it's not like everyone gets the opportunity to fight 5 rounds this early on in their amateur career. So
yeah. You're not
yeah,
going to go 5 rounds anyway, Dylan. You're definitely not going to go 5 rounds. I mean,
yeah.
a couple of rounds. I
Well,
reckon.
I'm
I
prepared
know
to
you've had.
anyway.
I know you've had a couple of decisions there, right? But I reckon.
Yeah.
I mean, especially you talked about being in Thailand, and do you know what I mean? You've obviously added a few elements to your game, so do you know what I mean? And I know how hard you guys train at FuDog. Do you know what I mean? I know how you guys are set up over there. So yeah, I mean that. I reckon you can get this guy done and dusted within a couple of rounds.
That would be ideal, but if I'm not going to worry if it's 5 rounds. I'll be prepared to do that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I would like to get a finish because a few decisions now, so a
yeah,
finish would
yeah.
be nice.
Listen, I'm going to go. I'm going to put it out there. Second round TKO. Second round TKO. So the new champ, Dylan Muir, FuDog martial arts. Do you know what I mean?
Thank
So
you.
there you go. I said it, guys. I said it.
Good prediction.
Yes. What do you do outside the gym? So obviously, again, apart from college and that, how do you relax? How do you wind down after sessions or after work or anything else as you do?
Uh, well, right now don't really do too much. Just kind of chill out with my girlfriend or sometimes see my friends. But I've got quite a busy schedule a lot of the time, so it's like sometimes I don't really get a minute to myself. But
Aye.
the last couple of weeks, I've just been training so much, like I'm just knackered. So
Yeah.
I've been going through to higher level like 3 times a week to prepare myself for this fight.
Yeah.
I've been doing like more strength and conditioning, which is something I've not really done much of before fights. So I've definitely like upped my game in terms of like preparation. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
What's the experience like going to higher level? Because obviously, at the higher level, you're training with the best in not just Scotland, but I mean the UK and Europe and some of the best in the world are coming out at a higher level at the moment.
It can be humbling sometimes. Like you get like it does feel good. Like it can help with your confidence because sometimes you're doing really good against like people that are high level, but then other times you're just getting ragdolled by like a 16-year-old, and you're like, fucking hell, like, like you know what I mean? This person's 16 and they're that good, so it's
Yeah,
it's crazy the level there. But it's good to be around like the best guys in the country. Just see what they're saying to it, so it's you can learn from them. So it's
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
really good to.
Not just higher level. I
So
mean, in Scotland as a whole. I mean, I always talk about this. You know what I mean? That the level in Scotland at the moment, you young guys that are coming through are some of the best amateurs and pros that we've had in Scotland. Do you know what I mean? It's obviously the last generation, which included obviously Ian and so on, did absolutely fantastic and paved the way for where you guys are now. And then you guys are going to take it to a whole other level. And you're part of that young team that's coming through.
nah, yeah, it's really good. I guess because the sport's growing and stuff and evolving, so more people are doing it. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Hopefully, the next generation can do a lot better. So
Definitely, definitely. One thing as well, guys, I always talk about this is sponsors. I mean, it's very, very important for these young fighters to be able to train. I mean, because training costs are not cheap. Traveling, accommodation, all that kind of stuff that these guys need to go through. Gym equipment. I mean, fucking if you go want to buy decent fucking gloves, you're talking about 120, 130 quid. So it's not cheap. It's not cheap being an MMA fighter today. These guys don't make a lot or any money at all until they kind of get further on in their amateur career or into their pro career. So it's always important to help these guys up for sponsors. Anything helps. I mean, the best thing to do is get them now when they're early in their amateur career, because see, when they become a pro, they're more expensive at that point. Do you know what I mean? They're a lot more expensive. So definitely support them. Dylan, anybody who wants to sponsor you, how do they get in contact with you?
just contact me through my Instagram or Facebook Messenger. It's just Muir 26. So
Yeah,
sure you'll
yeah.
find me.
Definitely hit him up. I mean, he's going to fight for the title. Do you know what I mean? I'd say 2-0 on Unity at the moment. Do you know what I mean? And then go for that title. So he's going to be coming back to Scotland with that title. So listen, if you sponsor him, he'll come out to your business and you'll get pictures and that, promotional pictures with a belt and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely hit Dylan up. Or if you're not hitting Dylan up, hit the FuDog team up, because obviously they'll pass the message on to Dylan as well. So um, Dylan, anybody you want to shout out to, any kind of friends, family members, teammates, anything like that?
Well, first off, Ian for kind of getting me to the level I'm at, and just get me to, and all my teammates as well, everyone that trains in the gym weekly. I wouldn't be able to improve without them.
Yeah,
My mum, my girlfriend, just all my friends that support me. A lot of my friends kind of train MMA as well, so it's good.
yeah, yeah.
Anyone that helps me believe in myself, that makes me confident, and people that come down to watch. I've had quite a few of my friends come to all my fights, so it is appreciated, and there will be more coming to this fight. So,
Yeah,
it's all the way down in Darlington. It's not exactly cheap, so it is appreciated when they come down to support.
definitely, definitely. What does Mum think of you doing MMA?
Uh, they're not too keen. Like yeah, I don't know. Not, they're not that keen, but they're happy that I'm doing something I enjoy. So
Yeah,
just because
yeah.
they see it as like a dangerous sport and stuff, but they probably don't see like the good in it that everyone else does.
Well, it's all
But
to do with health and fitness as well. So you could say, well, look, I'm doing health and fitness at college. MMA is just a part of health and fitness. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if she'll believe that or not, Dylan, but
I,
it's worth a shout. It's worth a
I
shout.
try, I try.
What
But,
is it? Does Mum and that? Do they go to the fights to watch you? Or?
nah, she came to one of them, but she ended up like just sitting in the bar like outside. She doesn't really like. I think because she watched somebody else's fight and she didn't like seeing like the blood and stuff. But
Yeah,
she just doesn't want to see me get hurt or something. But I
yeah,
get it. It's fine. But
yeah.
yeah.
Well, she's going to be 100% supportive. And see when you come back with that belt, do you know what I mean? She's going to, you know yourself, she's going to be the proudest mum in the world. She's going to be, all her Facebook pictures are going to be her holding the belt and stuff like that. So it's going to be a good moment coming back with that belt to your mum. All right.
She'll
So
definitely be proud. I feel like as time goes on, she's getting more on board with it. But at first, she was definitely like quite against me doing it. But
yeah,
that is what it is. But I
yes,
understand that they just don't want to see you get hurt, or they just want you going and getting a job and doing all right.
yeah.
But
Listen, you
yeah,
could be out there. You could be out there bevying every other weekend and doing all sorts. Do you know what I mean? So at least this way, you've got a focus, you've got a vision, you've got something that you're actually doing, which is a positive thing rather than a negative thing. So
definitely. Like you always feel like the best version of yourself, especially when you've got coming up because you're obviously focused. Like I've been
yeah,
sober for ages, like before Thailand, so it's good. Like I definitely feeling like kind of the best version of myself right now. So obviously I'm
yeah,
doing a lot more than I've done in the past, and a lot more disciplined within camp. So yeah,
yeah,
it's good, and I'm gonna obviously keep this up because I feel like I've been quite guilty for like getting in like a good place before a fight, and then after the fight you kind of just go off the rails a wee bit, and then pick up like bad habits again. But
yes,
I've
yes,
done that a couple of times now. I'm kind of more aware of it, so I'll obviously maybe just have a night out after it, maybe celebrate, but then I'll just be back to the gym training. So
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
always training all year round. So
Nice,
yeah,
nice. So, guys, there we go then. Dylan Muir, FuDog Martial Arts, going to be heading down to Unity Fighting Championships. That's the Dolphin Centre in Darlington, Saturday, 16th of November. It's going to be up for the UAR Super Lightweight title. So, Duncan Patty just coming in saying, "Look, go on, champ." So, so yeah, we love Duncan. We absolutely love Duncan. So, but yeah, Duncan just giving you a bit of love there. So we know you're coming back to Scotland with that title. Do you know what I mean? I'd say
uh,
second round TKO. Do you know what I mean? I called it here first. So definitely look out for Dylan. If you want to go down and watch him, do you know what I mean? Hit up Dylan or hit up FuDog for details on how to get tickets and so on. There's a lot of Scottish fighters on this show as well. There's a lot of fighters. I mean, I know Unity sent me over the list of Scottish fighters, and I think we've got 4 fighting for title fights. We've got another 9 Scottish guys. Quite a few FuDog fighters as well, Dylan. So
yeah.
obviously
There's
yourself,
4 of
Lucas,
us on that
Duncan,
show. Duncan's
and
there,
Michael. Yeah,
Lucas and Michael.
aye,
So
aye.
it's a stacked card. Like I was myself, I was like, Jesus, like the talent on this card is like it's pretty incredible. So
Yeah, Dylan Ray just coming in as well, saying the champ. So I'll be catching up with the FuDog guys. As I say, I'll be dropping them messages during the week. So I'll definitely be catching up with them. But yeah, I mean, you're talking what 13 fighters on the card, which is unbelievable. 13 Scottish fighters. So obviously Unity just coming in, saying looking forward to having Dylan and the FuDog team back down. So yeah, listen, Dylan's looking forward to being there. So I'm going to be there on the night as well. I know Unity invited me down, so we're going to go down. We're going to have some fun down there, and just obviously catch up, see some great fights. So, but Dylan, listen, absolute pleasure, brother. Thanks for taking the time to speak to me. Obviously, enjoy the rest of your training camp. Enjoy the rest of the training camp, and stay safe, of course.
Will do. Thank you for having me on.
Not a problem, brother. All right, we'll see you soon. All right, take care.
Right. See ya. Bye-bye.